You know, we were still in the old sanctuary where now you see we've moved into our little gymnasium, little barn they call it. I was still in that little place, so big and so beautiful, you know, and didn't know any of the music or anything out. And I have a real tendency all these years to be shy, and not when I preach, but when I'm not in the pulpit. Real shy. So, I mean, because my whole life felt like it was falling apart anyway, and my heart was falling apart, then all the shyness came on me again. So I didn't want to talk to anybody. They'd say hi to me, and I'd just go sit over there and just kind of sit down. I didn't want to sit with pastors or anything. And the music began. I remember Lyndall, which I didn't know his name then, he began to sing, and he's got that big grin, you know. And I didn't know what to expect, and I felt the people there, they're saying, oh, this is going to be great for you. And I listened, tried to figure out who everybody was, and I'd look at these people, and I'd watch them, and they would have these tremendous altar calls where, you know, and if you want to receive Jesus, if you need forgiveness, and Steve Hill would call him down, and all these people would come, and I'm trying to relate to this, you know, and what to do. And the Spirit would move, a stirring would happen, and all these people would just go down there. And so I went down there, and I saw this man, and I thought, I know what I need. You know, I need to I just got to let all this go. I got to. Whatever happens, you know, I want to find the Lord. You know, I've got to find Jesus again. I don't have to go back and preach. I don't have to. And I told myself, you don't have to preach again. You don't have to be anybody. You don't have to please anybody. Just find Jesus again, and find love again, and find hope. And Kathy asked me one time, she said, Steve, what do you want? And I said, I want to be where I don't hurt anymore. That's what I want. I found this man, whoever he is today, I'm indebted to him. And he was the most broken man I could find in the place. The other people, they're jumping, they're shouting, they're manifesting the Holy Spirit. Here this man came down in a three-piece suit, and he knelt down by some flower thing or something, and he cried, and he cried, and he cried. And I saw him, and I thought, what is happening to him? What is he? My thought was, he has done something terrible and doesn't know how to get out of it. I said, that's the man I'm looking for. I want to be that. I didn't say, I want to be the jumping, laughing. I want to be that. I knelt down right next to him and just spent time and just cried and cried and cried, poured out, gave up everything. It was several days later, I began, first of all, to get hope again. Hope started creeping in. You know, you hang around with hope. It starts creeping in. These people had hope. And I heard in my spirit the same voice that said that told me I'd raise the dead, and I started this. It was the same feeling. I want you to have a revival. And I thought, this is ridiculous. This is me. I'm deranged. I'm so low. I'm hearing voices now. I want you to have a revival. You got the wrong guy. Me, look at me, devastated, broken. These people are all happy, and I'm the wrong person for it. Second day, I want you to have a revival. Argue with God. Can't do it, can't do it. I'm not the man, I'm too broken. And then I also thought about persecution. I said, I know what they do to people who have revivals. And I've already had enough trouble, you know, in my life. I don't want any more trouble. I don't want people that want this. Third day, I want you to have a revival. And I started arguing again. I can't do it. I can't do it. I knew he could do it. I can't do it. I can't lead this thing. And God corrected me. And I heard it. This is the only time I heard this. I didn't say I wanted you to be a revival. I said I wanted you to have a revival. And with that, the weight lifted. I thought, okay, if all I got to do is be the host, then maybe I can do it. And I'm driving back. I'm about a half hour away. And I said, Kathy, I'm almost there. She said, well, the service is Sunday night. The service is going to start in a little bit. Hurry. And I said, well, it's raining. I'm driving as fast as I can. I said, start without me. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. So they started. It was March 24th, 1996, Sunday evening. I came to the same door, pulled into the pastor's spot. I could hear the music, you know, through the... I walked in the door. Just a little anticipation. What if? What if not? What if? I didn't think about long-term revivals. I just said, I'm going in. You know, like, I'm going to take this beach. I opened the door, and I walked in, and I took about 5 or 6 steps. The people looked at me immediately. They looked good. And the person that was out of the most devastated, broken man, I thought I was the most broken man on the face of the earth, was struck with lightning. I lit up like a bulb. I mean, I just lit up. My eyes, my mouth, my grin, I'm smiling. My wife hadn't, when the last time my wife had seen me, I looked horrible. And I lit up with this grin, and it struck me like lightning, and there was no outlet for it. It came in. How do I let it out? I did something I'd never done before, and both arms went up in the air, and I just started jumping up and down. That's the only thing. It just had to come out.
Everyone ran down to the front of our little old sanctuary where the floor is very old because it was built in 1859, this floor. We all crammed down to the front, and everyone started doing that, just leaping for joy. And a new life had come in. The presence of God was there. And I knew that we were on our way to a new beginning. We'll never be the same.